What up, it's McClain, super pumped, Halloween's upon us. Today's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go to 13 horror movie locations around Los Angeles in 6 minutes and 66 seconds. 13 different horror movie locations from John Carpenter's Halloween, Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street, Society, Phantasm, and a variety of horror movies. We're actually at our first spot right now, The Hedge from Halloween. I know, it's the wrong mask. Not really starting off strong, but we're gonna go to 13 spots, 12 more. It's gonna be awesome, way more dialed in. My bad. This is pretty sick. Right now I'm sitting on the same stoop Jamie Lee Curtis sits on, Laurie Strode in Halloween. This is actually her house. It's in South Pasadena. There's actually a cool little shrine, and they leave a pumpkin, so if you want to take a picture that matches hers, you're more than welcome to. So I got my pumpkin ready, and I'm gonna take my pick. So right behind me is the Michael Myers house. It's the original house, but they actually moved it right to downtown South Pasadena. It is a cultural landmark, so it's not going anywhere. Check this out, like across from me, there's just a train station. Kind of strange, right? I can't get over how weird this is. And then you turn around and it's the house. They actually keep a red light on in the upstairs bedroom where, you know what goes down. Just out here in Altadena, these are the gates from Phantasm. This is not the mortuary where the tall man actually lives. It's just what they used for the cemetery gates that Michael sneaks into. Looks like the art department found a budgetary solve to use this gate. They just added Morningside to the top. But yeah, the music in Phantasm, it's incredible. So behind me is the house from one of my favorite horror movies, Society. In this house, every October 15th, affluent Beverly Hills types feast on the young. It features intensely grotesque special effects makeup by Screamin' Mad George. It's the kind of movie you want to watch with friends or at like the Alamo Draft House. Tons of people milling about in groups, and it kind of looks like a society meeting. Pretty cool. So we made it to downtown Los Angeles. We are in front of the church from John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. This is where Donald Pleasance, the curious priest, unlocks a secret vial of ooze in the basement of the church, which winds up being the essence of Satan. We are here at Royce Hall, which doubles as the Psych ward in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors, my favorite of the franchise. It has the best Freddy moment when he comes out of the TV. It stars Patricia Arquette and a young Lawrence Fishburne. This place is so gothic, kind of gives me an idea for our next location. Ever wonder what it would be like to go to one of these crazy schools you've heard about forever, like a UCLA? All these buildings are so ornate, and they're all laid out perfectly. Like that middle door was the geometric center that went with the tile that led to the other building across from it. Something's afoot. Little bonus pit stop here. We are at the Goth CVS, a converted old theater that is now just a CVS with gothic elements. While I show you some B-roll from inside and of the outside, maybe a quick like on the video if you're digging this so far. All right, let's go to another sick horror movie location. Good morning, we survived the night. Great job. The only thing horrifying about today is I'm wearing the same dirty t-shirt. Though the sun has come out, there are still plenty of horrors to be found in this very park. This is actually where the creature from the Black Lagoon was shot, and also personally, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Friends of the vlog, Brandon Dermer, Wojtek Kilar, John LaJoie, and I did a shot-for-shot reenactment of the kills in that movie. It's one of my favorite videos we ever did. This is super sick. Actually, behind me is the house from the original Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984. It's pretty sick. It looks similar. Looks like the door is painted a different color. I got some Halloween decorations, but it's cool to see like Nancy's window and like the lawn here where Freddy jumped out and got them. Kind of got the matching light going too. Why not? My friends here that were actually doing a photo shoot that I just met reminded me this house is for sale. So if you got like a cool 3.3 million, why not buy a landmark, you know? Right behind me is the John Marshall High School, aka the high school that Nancy has her terrifying nightmare in. It's also the school that Buffy goes to in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie version. Just another great example of Gothic architecture being repurposed for the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. The Paramour estate has been home to many horror movies over the years. It's most notable to me for its strangely sloped pool, which is popularized in the end of Neon Demon by Nicholas Winding Refn. Inside is a very haunted feeling, and it's also where My Chemical Romance Lawrence recorded The Black Parade. Kinda dig My Chemical Romance. The Ennis house, which was actually designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. You can see his characteristically ornate window right here. And how about this stonework? The reason I wanted to come here, this is actually the house from 1959's House on Haunted Hill. That's my mom's favorite horror movie, the Vincent Price version. So I thought I'd stop here. Love you, Mom. Shout out, Mom. There's a little dog up there, keeps yapping at me. I just wanted to come here, the diner that stood in for Winkie's in David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. Looks like it used to be named Caesar's, but it's just destroyed and all beat up inside. However, the turquoise staircase is still here. When they redid the parking lot, they got rid of the creepy spot where the dirty man in black pops out for the ultimate scare. The number one fear for me as a kid. There's no payphone and the columns are painted maroon, that's faded. But you can see Winkie's basically substituted for the Caesar's sign here. This location's amazing. Let's have a little fun. That's our show for this week. Thank you so much for checking it out. Hit me with a like and sub. We'll see you next time.